Hello there, it's me, DP2. Not sure if you remember me or not, considering the fact that my last upload was all the way back in August. Wouldn't be surprised if no one really remembered me at all, considering how long it's been. And I figured I'd elaborate why exactly I was taking so long to post something. So, back in August, I originally had said on my Discord server that I was going to be originally going on vacation for a little bit because the timing was just off. I couldn't do any streams while I was on vacation. My setup was just not there. And then I mentioned before that I was going to be doing college. Now, last semester, I originally was doing about 3 streams a week, which overall was working out alright, at least until my grades started to slip, and then I had to put it on the side. Originally, I was also supposed to start streaming about way more often, like 5 streams a week over the summer, you know, like June, July, August. And then my parents insisted on me getting a job. Now, I have a new job now that's been really good so far. But when August came around and after that vacation ended, I immediately had to go back to school again. And originally I had said, you know, I'm going to try and do 1 to 2 uploads a week, but I realized how unrealistic that was because I was still having some underlying anxiety when it came to school. And for a little bit, it actually started to even itself out, but I was going on vacation in October, so I just figured, why don't I wait till after that, because I'm also starting a new class, and then I'll start trying to do some sort of upload, because I was also doing my job 5 days a week, and then it turned to 6, to which I had to change my hours to finally have, you know, just a little bit of freedom. And only recently was I able to get 3 days off, but one of those days I was gone for the majority because of school. I was gone until like, you know, I didn't get back home till it was about 4:30 in the afternoon, which really messed with everything. And then when that new class came around in October, because it was only 8 weeks, I had to put in a lot more time into that because I was afraid that if I didn't, that I was going to really start slipping, because my very first quiz grade was lower than I expected, but my teacher actually helped me fix it, and I ended up being more stable. But I figured in order for me to make sure that I'm doing my best in that course, I got to put focus on it when I get home and put everything else on the side. Now, luckily, things are finally starting to even out a little bit, and my college semester is now coming to an end, at least until January 10th. Now, I'm still obviously gonna have to work, you know, New Year's and potentially very late on Christmas Day, which it sucks, but, you know, jobs do that. It happened to my dad years ago. But what I am gonna try and aim for now that everything is coming to a close, except for one last class as I'm recording this, I'm gonna try and start streaming again 4 times a week on Twitch. Now, I know that that's gonna come as a bit of a shock because the very first year that I was doing this, it was all on YouTube, but I realized that the algorithm was just not in my favor with anything, both with the streaming portion and what I was doing. Now, Twitch isn't exactly in my favor either, but it's a little more accessible in a way than a YouTube stream, because since it's solely focused on streaming, it knows how to handle some stuff a lot better. And I've also been kind of working on, like, you know, some of the more comedic stuff and maybe doing some posts on YouTube instead. Some small videos, not like full uploads. At least that's been going on a little bit in the back while I'm not working on school. And even when I get back from school, I'm usually just tired. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to be able to do just one thing without switching to the next, because I'm just not in that kind of mood. And that's where I was like, I don't think I should stream yet if I'm not in the mood to do just one thing just yet. Now, I did post originally one video right as I was about to go on break, which is the Tusk drinking tea for 10 minutes straight, which it was mainly just me holding the F and I think it was X key just the whole time for a solid 10 minutes just to see what people thought. If the like more shitposty thing like doesn't make a lot of sense, actually had a bit of an approach, and it kind of did, because over the course of like 3 months it got like 50 views, which is getting close to my most popular video, which was oddly enough an Among Us stream. But I was wondering if, you know, that kind of stuff's going to be more appealing now that I'm back, and then do more of the streaming on Twitch, and maybe try to do a little mix of both. But on top of that, I do want to announce that I wasn't completely out of the picture when it came to YouTube, because, as you guys know, I've got a friend who's actually reached 500 subscribers now, named Genichris. Well, his name's not Genichris, but you get what I mean. But he's been working on a lot of rap stuff, and on a more recent scale, he's trying to get me onto some stuff. Now, I'm not actually very good at raps, but I'm certainly willing to try and broaden my horizons a bit, so therefore I'm not completely limiting myself for what I'm trying to do. And there's even a cover that I'm going to be on potentially as well. That's going to be over on his channel. I will put his channel link in the description, so therefore you guys can be able to go check out his stuff. More so what he's doing right now with his covers to see what the approach may be and what it could be that we're going to be covering. But, I've also, on a more recent scale, gotten into the series of Danganronpa, which I started making some really funny, well, at least in my opinion, they're funny, because I just have a weird sense of comedy. I was making some, it was more based off of like headcanon stuff that we were doing over in a different Discord server that I'm in, but I thought they were just kind of funny given the context of what we gave them. So if you guys want to see what I may have done with that, to see what kind of stuff I could make into like full-on clips, I can do that. There is one that I did actually make a full-on video for, even if the first panel is actually phrased wrong, based off of a headcanon from months ago. But I figured it was a really funny context and I might re-edit it just a tad bit. But yeah, if you guys want to see stuff like that, let me know, because at least then it'll be something easier to access, something I can be able to do in my free time without having to put a full hour into, and I can just do it in bits and pieces and then put it together, because using my image editing software, I can actually make some of the panels in like mere minutes, because I have the text font and I have the style kind of down for the majority. And I've also been getting back into some of the older games I did before, like 2 years ago, one of the first things I did when it first came out was the Henry Stickmin collection. No, it was actually last year, my bad. And there's no Game Wrong Dimension because they came out at basically the exact same time. And I started revisiting those in a bit, and I'm still bad at There's No Game Wrong Dimension. After all this time, I'm still bad at it. Well, not bad, I'm just mediocre. But I've been kind of revisiting some stuff that I originally got bored with, and I was like, oh, I can still find the appeal in this. So there are some other games that have been sitting in my Steam library that I could play that you guys haven't seen yet. I'm not going to go back and play the Henry Stickmin collection, because at that rate, that's just asking for views, and I don't want to do that, and it probably won't even work anyway. And I also might do like Twitch clips as well, so therefore the streams have a little bit of value on YouTube, so therefore you can at least see what I'm aiming for with Twitch, just to see what you guys think. And the group of friends that I've been doing Danganronpa with, we did the first game and the second game already, and we're just about to do the third, but this is all private. I'm not going to post any of that. But I want to try and see if I can get them involved and make maybe, you know, doing a new headcanon series of like the first game, see what you guys think, just to change things up in terms of dynamic. Now, Danganronpa is more of like a teenage to adult range, so that is a bit of a concern that I should address now, or at least for those who are watching this video. But regardless, it's still something that was very appealing to me, even though I'm, you know, obviously 19. And in terms of that game as well, even if you haven't seen the game completely, but if there's something that you wanted me to like try and get a character to say, I could probably do like very short vids of like, you know, editing the frame and then having one of my friends who did the character do the voice and then just post it on YouTube. And here's the thing too, we're not voice actors, alright? We're not like official voice actors who are very good at what we're doing. Like, we're just kind of doing it for fun, so therefore we can do something that's a little more interesting. And, you know, they're only going to probably be like, you know, 1 to 2 panel, maybe 3 panel stuff, but just something to help broaden the horizons a bit, at least in terms of reach of what I can do as, you know, a potential creator. But at the same time, like I keep saying, you know, I kind of want to see what people think. Now, I'm gonna stop this video before I keep drawing it out for too long, because I've had a lot to say and also a lot of reasons as to why I've been away. But if you like what you see, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notifications. I have no idea what kind of stream schedule I'm actually going to be setting up, but I'm going to be doing that on Twitch. If you want to see the videos that I'm going to be doing for, say, stream clips and potential memes, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then also follow my Twitch, which I will link in the description below. But that's basically all I got for you guys. It's good to be back for a little bit. This is ZPTube saying, "Who in a doubt, wear a life jacket! Goodbye!"